What is going on YouTube? Hit back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and if we have time, the S&P 500, which we probably will. But specifically what we're going to be looking at in today's video is the recent change of events that's starting to take place within some of these cryptos. We're seeing Bitcoin in a continued rise back up to top resistance levels, now getting extremely close to hitting its top resistance, the downtrend right here, which I find extremely important. And we do need to talk about this because there's a good chance that after we hit this here, we're going to see that. So I do want to talk more about that later on today. You can see similar patterns are also happening with Ethereum. I would like to change or just tweak the charts that we have right now as we've kind of fallen off or branched off into a different type of falling wedge pattern. And I just want to highlight that. And then XRP as well is also in a consolidated standpoint. Unlike the other cryptos which have started to rise to the top, you can see both of these have started to risen. XRP hasn't done that. XRP is actually just trading sideways, flatlined out completely. You can see it on its relative strength indicator, trying to have a bullish cross on the MACD. Lots of things we do have to talk about. S&P 500 though, on its 1 hour chart, I mean, we're super close in, managed to break bullish outside its symmetrical triangle, which is a good sign. That means maybe, fingers crossed, come Monday, we might actually see prices rise back up after our massive 10% drop. We're now down about, I think, 8% from the top. We could just get that number real quick. Yeah, we're down about 8% on the dot here, so not too bad. We are starting to recover from that, but we'll see if we continue to move lower. I don't know. Short term, I think we're going to continue to head up, but more importantly, I do want to talk about these because I think this needs to be addressed. I feel like a lot of people might just be buying in, expecting to see prices rise. I do want to talk more about that as I'm getting a little bit worried here, but we'll talk about both sides, the pros and cons to this. With that being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, I feel like the first thing that needs to be addressed is you guys just really jump on me for the smallest things. The past, I think, 2 videos, we've talked about basically seeing like a surge coming, something huge is coming, an incredible discovery in regards to a run, which we've talked about in the past couple of videos here. And I mean, I've made this very clear, but I feel like maybe I talk about it too late in the video and you guys just click off and only selectively hear certain things that I mentioned. So, you know, for those that are still a little confused, what we're talking about, and hopefully you guys see this now, I'll jump to the weekly charts to see here. I'm not talking about something huge coming that video, like within those couple hours that we talk about that video, within that specific day. No. Hopefully you guys understand that. We're looking at something here. There's a massive falling wedge pattern forming here. You can see it clear as day here. We're talking about something big happening when we complete this falling wedge, which takes not a couple hours. This takes a couple days to complete. This ends end of year, early February, February 10th, February 9th is the end of this falling wedge pattern here, and then seeing a big break in either direction, consolidate, big break, or big dump. That's what we're talking about in reference to seeing something big coming. It's not in regards to tomorrow. Hopefully this makes sense, and I feel like some people just overlook that or selectively hear where this breakout is coming to. So, I mean, if you do, that's on you, but for those that are actually paying attention, that's what we're referring to, the end of the falling wedge here. So with this in mind, now I do want to talk about a few things. So I want to jump to Ethereum quickly and tweak this chart because I feel like it's necessary. Yes, we do have this bigger kind of falling wedge pattern here, but we've kind of broken off from this, which is interesting. I mean, more so from here up, you can kind of see that there is some sort of like resistance from here up or down more so. And then I want to tweak this here and show you guys this kind of like subtle falling wedge that's happening here. This is kind of a bigger, you know, falling wedge that we've been looking at here. This is what it is that we're referring to, just like this for the most part. Oh, sorry, I want to move this a little bit lower. You can see it's kind of a retest with that. So something along the lines of this is what I had in mind. This is the falling wedge, which is much closer. And you guys can see for the most part right now, we are hitting the top. And on Bitcoin too, we are hitting the top or getting very close to hitting that. Now, I don't need to say this as it's pretty textbook, but over the past couple of times here, we've had one happen, our retest of top resistance here back November 9th, November 10th. We had it retest and fall on November 15th. We've had it retest all of the end of December here and break bearish. We had a retest beginning of January 5th. We had a retest January 20th. And here we are again retesting this. So consistently, we see these stair-stepping bearish patterns that just drop us every single time. So there's a chance we're going to see that same drop. Obviously, I haven't bought into Bitcoin again. You guys remember that we did buy in to short this right here on BitYard. You guys remember, if I pull up BitYard Bitcoin right here, we shorted this right at this drop here. From this point downwards, we put a short position in, and we put a stop loss up kind of in the middle here. And when we saw the prices wick back up, it triggered our stop loss, sold us out. We took our profits, which I'm fine. We got liquidated, but we got liquidated in a profit. So I'm not worried about that. It's expected here. But since then, we're starting to rise back up. Now, I'm getting ready to buy back into this very soon, as there's a chance we could either see rejection. I'd be shocked if we break through this. It'd be great if we break through that, because this hasn't been broken. This has been a lower high formation here, and it goes with XRP2, but we've seen a lower high formation here on Bitcoin since November 9th. It's been all of November, all of December, and now pretty much all of January here. 3 months, 90 days of consolidation of lower high movements here with rejection consistently on this top resistance. So if we can close the daily above this, we can buy in long, leverage to the upside. There's a good chance, I don't know why, I have this gut feeling we're going to be breaking bearish from that and going to break down from this and probably fall back down to 30K, 31,000 and retest that support. That's where my head's at. I mean, if we break bullish, that's extremely exciting, but you guys can see hopefully that we are in a falling wedge, lower high, lower low pattern that's continuing to scale us lower. So until we break through this cycle here, we're going to continue to fall. Same thing applies itself with XRP. Now, I did notice something on XRP though. So obviously we have the falling wedge. We could draw the smaller scale like downtrend here. You can kind of see something like this. I can't move this. That doesn't work, but you can see where this comes into play a little bit. Not that necessary though for us, because this is the past here. But you can see that we have been pretty much flatlined out consistently since the 22nd. So it's the 30th right now. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days now where prices have literally been trading between like 59 cents. I mean, 59 cents and like 62 cents. We haven't been, moving anything. We haven't moved anywhere. We've been flatlined out for 9 days, over a week now. This always, and I'm telling you, it always breaks. This sideways movement with little volume and little volatility always sees an extreme, insertion or removal of volume at a very rapid rate. So it will give us time to buy in if need be. But with that being said, guys, we are at we are trading pretty low. We're trading at a bottom support here. So obviously the same thing would apply itself that I said with Bitcoin is also with XRP right now. So clearly, if we can break through this top resistance, we would buy in for a long. We would have to close above, buy in for long with expectations 92 to $1.09. If we break through this bottom floor here, we still have a trade opened on XRP, and we would end up shorting this to the downside once again on BitYard. Hopefully you guys are familiar with BitYard. Definitely recommend using them if you haven't already. They're basically the #1 place that I use to leverage trade as well as spot trade. They offer XRP, which really no other exchanges offer that I found. So definitely make sure to check it out. They offer spot trading for XRP, which is really awesome. I use that too, as well as they give free cryptocurrency right now for this month, mystery box free crypto as well as daily mining, and they even offer a demo account, which I highly recommend you guys use just to test yourself and test your skills, which means you don't have to put any money into the exchange. You can actually learn to trade on their demo account until you get familiar with it. Then you could do whatever you want. You could then go to the, you can then use real crypto, which is really cool. So definitely check them out, link in the description down below. But you can see what I'm saying about this. We've been pretty much in a sideways consolidation factor here. If we break through the floor, the short is going to continue downwards. We already have a short position opened on XRP since the beginning here. So we have been extremely profitable on XRP. We've been slowly moving our stop losses down. But you can see from the point that we entered, it was right around this level here. Since we broke through point C, shorted this down, we've been in a consolidation pattern. If we break lower, well, we still have a trade open, so I'm not too worried. But if we decide to break up, and we'll definitely get stopped out before then, and then we'll buy in for a long position here. But the interesting thing is this sideways consolidation, as great as it looks right now, you can see it looks more so like sideways movement on the daily. When you jump to like the 4-hour charts, you can start to see a developing pattern here. and you can see it looks more so like an ascending triangle. So there is this pattern developing. Clear as day, falling wedge, ascending triangle right now. We're getting very close to retesting this top resistance. If we breach through that, we could see a pretty substantial run. But this is something to pay attention to on XRP's 4-hour charts here. You can clearly see the resistance and the lower high or the higher low formations that's happening right now. That's getting us closer and closer to our price ceiling, which is exciting. So who knows? We might be breaking bullish and it'll stop us out, which is fine. We'll take our profits. But we're still in these fractals that you guys have to pay attention to. Same thing with Ethereum, hitting top resistance, we're in a fractal. Same thing with Bitcoin, hitting resistance, we're in a fractal. It'd be great, like I said, to break bullish. It'd be great to see that run, but we won't know just yet because, history shows that every time we get close to retesting top resistance here, we tend to break down. So we'll see. We have positions opened on XRP to short it. We have positions opened on Link and Cardano. But for Bitcoin and Ethereum, we're just waiting patiently. But hopefully you guys can see this because it's very cool to see this falling wedge fractal. We need this to break. Hopefully it breaks soon. S&P 500, which we really didn't have time to talk about today, but you can see we broke bullish from that. And I'm hoping with this movement here, if we jump to the daily, that this bounces us off this support here. We'll see how tomorrow opens and starts to swing us back up. And if that's the case, we might actually see a pretty nice return or rally back up on the other cryptos. If the S&P continues to move up, we're going to see Bitcoin continue to move up, as well as XRP and Ethereum, which could signal a more bullish run to the upside. So that's where my head's at. Otherwise, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Definitely make sure to check out BitYard, link in the description. Subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.